Hey everyone, this is Wallaby Wallaby. Today I'm going to give you a free-to-play, SR-only strategy to beat Chapter 8, ready as you'll ever be. This double boss fight is very difficult for new players. It was hard for me on my first account before I knew the strategy. You have to defeat Shadow of Trial Leader, who has 25 bars of health and is weak to light. Then after he dies, you have to defeat Shadow of Trial Proctor, who has another 25 bars of health and is also weak to light. You have to complete this all within 3 minutes, but if you know the strategy, then it'll be much easier. The first time I did this on my other account, I had a bunch of SSR hunters and weapons, but it was still hard because I used the wrong strategy. I was even higher level at 37, but I was too focused on SSRs and not relying on the proper way to beat the boss. First, using light, which is their elemental weakness, is incredibly important. Early on, I'd gone through the challenges quickly. For Chapter 2 Mission 1, you get Yu Jinhu, who is an SR hero. He's incredibly good since he deals light damage and can break. Using light and break is critical for defeating these two bosses and the harder boss in the next mission. Since you get him for free, I highly recommend you invest in him. He has carried me a lot throughout the chapters, so he's an amazing character. His support skill does medium break and light damage, which is perfect for Chapter 8 bosses. For my second SR hero, I rolled and got Kim Chul. He also has break and does light elemental damage. Then I used Kang Tishik for his bleed support skill for great damage over time. I also got him from rolling. If you have trouble getting these guys, you can get Wu Jincho as part of the Day 7 login, who does have a medium break. Then for your other hunter, whatever can deal some damage. Your son Jinwoo also needs a powerful light weapon. If you complete Chapter 5 Mission 2, you'll get an incredibly great light weapon. Lustrous Dragon Sword carried me in Chapter 8. It is incredibly powerful and you should invest in it. My second weapon is Lycan Slayer, a rare light weapon that I advanced quite a lot to get great buffs. Don't look down on the power of our weapons, they can be quite strong if you advance it a lot. Next, you should also equip break skills, so I have Multi-Strike, which has medium break, and I also have Crushing Blow, which has medium break too. I leveled both of these up, and I spammed them often against bosses, and it is important. Some bosses have a break gouge, like the tough bosses in Chapter 8. Once the break gouge is depleted by using skills, you have the break effect. The boss is dazed and you can do more damage. Getting free shots without worrying about dodging is key for a fast run. Another tip is the importance of Shadow Step. Shadow Step decreases the enemy's defense by 60% for 15 seconds, which is insanely important for dealing damage. So Extreme Evasion into Shadow Step is very important for debuffing the bosses. It's not just for avoiding damage. Next, here's my attempt. I'm level 35 and 44,000 total power. I'm using both my light weapons as mentioned before, and the most important one is being the Lustrous Dragon Sword, which everyone has access to. Next, my hunters are all at level 35. Make sure you advance their weapons too. I made the mistake of not advancing their weapons on my first account and focusing on getting their SR weapons without advancements, which does perform worse. Next for artifacts, everyone uses the Black Lion set. Early on this set is nice for everyone and you'll get some better sets later on. Next for skills, again the important thing is for Sun Jinwoo to have the 2 break skills, and at least 2 of your hunters need a break support skill. The other hunter can have damage increasing skills or damage over time skills. Honestly, anything on offense is fine since you only have 3 minutes. When it comes to the start, you need to avoid an AoE. Try to deal with all the monsters first. Use the Q2E skills whenever you have a chance to hit multiple monsters at once. Make sure you Shadow Step the boss after Extreme Evasion for the great debuff. Use your break skills to bring down his gouge. Your hunter support skills will help as well. The first break will happen pretty fast with this strategy, and take advantage of this time to deal a ton of damage. Also, whenever possible, Extreme Evasion into Shadow Step for the debuff. Once his break gouge is back, I spam my break skills quickly again. This time he does go down before I can break him again. The second boss comes down and I handle the monsters around him again first. Again, the Q2E skills are excellent for clearing the monsters. I use my ultimate on him quickly since there's a 60-second cooldown, so with the remaining time left I can do this again. He doesn't have a break gouge, but your break skills still do great damage to him.
I'll strike you down. Sky Flash! It's over. You look like you need tearing through.
He has some annoying AoE, so I run away a lot. There's no shame in running and then coming back. You can do extreme evasion if you're skilled enough though. At this point, just try killing him quickly. I think around this level of your Sun Jin Woo, you need to beat him with a minimum 1 minute and 30 seconds after you kill the first boss.
I'll end this. This is the end. You look like you need. I'll strike you down. Sky Flash tearing through. It's over.
I use my second ultimate on him. The skill cooldown is 60 seconds, so using it twice versus this boss is great. I wouldn't waste it on the first boss. Finally, the boss goes down. This was honestly so much easier than my first account, which had lots of SSRs. The problem was I wasn't break spamming, and I didn't focus on light weapons. I also overlooked the importance of advancing weapons even if they are lower rarity. Strategy is important, and this same strategy is key for dealing with Igris in the next mission. I was also able to get an SSS score, which is nice too. So I hope these tips helped you out, and good luck beating these double bosses in Chapter 8. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Here's a video that I would recommend. And if you want more solo leveling Arise content, check out this playlist over here.